I told you, we're doing about 10 of each of these, unless I lose count. And today's class, you know, whatever I say right now may change by the time we get through the whole class. But today's class, I was thinking about continuing to do some review because some students who haven't been in it are wanting that. And I don't think all of you, is Mr. Haley online too? Let me know. I'm not sure if all of you have all the moves well enough that you can do them on your own yet anyways. So we'll do some following along like we did last time with some instruction along the way to help you remember. Let's switch. Splitting the time with Sinja, Arlu, and also the fan form. Glad you made it today, or if you're watching this in the distant future, thanks for watching. And what else should I say in case you are watching this in the distant future? This video is in the middle of a unit that we started like 4 months ago. So it's not meant to be used for first time viewing, right? Inside, if you haven't learned these and been in class, I think it would be pretty challenging to pick up on it unless you have a lot of experience, which some of you do. So, and since this is a live stream, or originally was a live stream, you know, it won't always be perfect. We don't get to stop and redo things and make sure only the perfect one is out there. And switch. All right, left foot forward, right foot back. All right, and switch. Hey, also let me know if you've rewatched some of the classes. Like, I didn't see the whole class myself, the Tuesday one, but I did get it uploaded and stuff onto YouTube, so I'm just curious if you've taken a look at those and been able to review again and again. Or if you even knew about them. We are compiling a list, but we're making it a web page, so rather than emailing everyone every day like I did a few weeks ago, we're just bringing the whole list together on one page by date. And I'll be sending that link out soon via email. But you can just peruse through my YouTube channel, and everything's been named pretty well. All right, Transaji. Yeah, so Mr. Gage has it covered. I mean, not Mr. Gage, Ms. Kelly has it covered tonight. Oh, okay, yeah. And switch. Kind of having flashbacks to learning Chinese and really more Danish, but like or Spanish also. But like, you know, the Pimsleur, where you're like, okay, I'm on lesson 1, and you're like, start doing lesson 2. You're like, oh no way, going back to lesson 1. Let's do that a few more times. So I wonder if in the long run with these videos, the live streaming videos that is, that students will think the same things. Like, oh yeah, let's go back to the other video. Or it has a disclaimer at the beginning that says, if you do not feel confident with the information, please review that before you continue with this next unit. And it has that guy with the deep voice. Pimsleur, Spanish 2. All right. On audio cassette. All right. So, tendon lengthening, marrow washing, cheese soothing. I had to do the jibber jabber to keep this real, right, guys? All right. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Exhale. In. Exhale. All right. And yin yang balancing, chi mobilizing method. I heard you do a different one today. I want to do this one soon. The brainwashing one. All right, here we go. Inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Exhale. In. Hold the breath. Exhale. In. Exhale. In. Exhale. In. Exhale. In. Exhale. In. Exhale. In. Exhale. A couple more. Okay, release. So, just to help us get through the whole form together, when we're practicing it together, I'd still like to start with just the newest moves, just as a quick little review, so that when we get up to those moves, I don't need to stop necessarily and teach them, so that we can run the form a couple times. And I did have one request for clarification on this part, how you get into that. All right, so we're going to do that, and I imagine some of you are still wondering about the thing for the kick and stuff. So I'm kind of aware of what people are working on to focus on it. But let's just review the very newest moves. It's all the wrap crackers. And how many wrap crackers? 6 wrap crackers. And I'm going to do 6 like this, because it's going to help us remember that 3 wrap crackers face that way, and 3 wrap crackers face that way. And that's an easy way to remember it, which I should have thought of earlier. So we've come into this move. Remember, this is the positioning I'm taking is I'm facing this way, you're facing this way, just like we're in class. And we've come to that move where we landed and we did that punch. And then we squatted and we did our, oh, wait a minute. The first wrap cracker doesn't. That's why it's still messed up. Okay, it's close though. Okay, so we're here and we do 1 wrap cracker. And then we pop over and do a 2nd wrap cracker. And then we pop over and do your 3rd wrap cracker. Then you bring your hands back together at the same time you turn as a back sweep. And wrap cracker 4. And pick it up, stomp, stomp, and wrap cracker 5. And stomp, stomp, wrap cracker 6. Okay? Let's do that one more time, and then we'll do the practice from the top. So, we've landed here for our punch. Okay? Sink lower. Oh, you know what? The left hand just circles in as opposed to coming over the right hand, because it's going to make more sense to just go like this. Right? So we come here and go here, and then jump. And okay, and if you haven't learned one of the pouchway forms, which is similar to the pouchways when we get the wrap crackers, the cannon fist Chen forms. So if you've never done it before, you don't know what the reference is. I always think of those little, it's just like a firecrackers, you know. I think of the ones that you throw down, the cheap ones you throw down and make pops. I don't think those are actually the ones, but let's try the form from the top. Oh, just so you know, we are joined now with senior head instructor Fig. He's over here way off camera, depending on which camera you're looking through. And head instructor Durkin's in the back following with us, so you have some company there at home. Okay, ready? Begin. Step. Sink. Feel that pressure in your feet. Let the finger, let the wrist come up. All the way a little bit above the shoulders and sink. Almost all the way to the bottom and turn. And turn. Keep the right knee bent. Then shift. Pick up the knee. Step deep. Shift halfway. And stretch. Fold and come up. Up. And down. Stretch. By the way, some of these moves happen really, really fast, but not today. Right palm is up in a fist, left palm is down in a fist, like you're holding a staff. This is also done fast, but we're going slow to learn it. This is super fast. We are going slow. Hold here, hold here. Just get a little closer to the camera for you. And from here, drop. Wipe your brow, sink, split. Twist fast. Twist fast. This is all fast stuff. This is all fast. We're going slow. Lots Lots of fast stuff. We're going slow. Step back a little bit. And right, left. Pop. Freeze here. So make sure I'm not too far off camera. That's our second one we step behind. Step. Circle. We'll work on that section in a little bit. Open. Back. 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 Turn. Kick. Forward. Again, this is fast. We're going slow. Turn. Step, step. Circle. Through. It's rat cracker time. 1, 2, 3. Reverse sweep. 4, 5, 6. All right. We'll call that pace walk-through pace. And find your spot again, and we'll do it again. Sink. Set. Sink. Wrists. Sink. Twist. Turn. Keep the right knee bent. Shift. Keep the knee up. Sink. Step deep. And whip. And open. Up. Down. Bounce. And twist. And fast. Super fast. Super fast. Left hand comes up by your left shoulder, the right hand turns, and it's almost like you're trying to point your fingers towards the side of the space. Open, and twist. Movement from your center, but without anyone barely noticing you're moving from your center. So, remember, right hand's up, left hand's down, pull it across. Step, step, whip, and hit, and pull, and hit, drop, and jump, and open. This is all done fast. We're doing it slowly. Step back, left goes out, 2 strikes. Turn quickly, stop. Time. up for sake of time, let's go ahead and let's look at a couple of the moves more closely. I'm going to kind of start from the top and think forward through the form. Okay, so upon further review, when you're about to do what's become known as the birthday pose, because Miss Elmore took my picture and did her Instagram magic on it. Sorry. She did her magic on it, and we used it as a postcard for birthday parties, which was this pose, okay? So you have done the move here. I'll do it facing you. And you're twisting and pulling and immediately coming up and coming here. In the Sinjao we have been doing before, it had them here. But on this Arlu, the left hand, this is my left now, even though I'm facing you, is outside the left shoulder, and the right comes up to point. So, again, here, 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 here. And then you go into your single whip. And yes, I do know it doesn't necessarily go right by the ear because that's very instructional. So let me have one more correction for it. It just hangs out here. Okay? But it ends up having that technique to it. Okay, I'm going to do it one more time facing the other way just so we have that as a review. And I'm going to kind of inchworm forward through the form in my mind to the other places that we could get some deeper understanding and clarification for. So, yeah, let's just pick up right there. So, we had just, this is after the Buddha stand when we came out and we went here, and then we had already came out here, and the hand stays palm up here, right? And then now, you twist in here with the body, immediately come up, and then settle here. Then you're in your single whip. And the single whip was fine, and then we got to the end of single whip, and I pointed out that you kind of pretend like you're grabbing a staff. So your right hand is palm up and the left hand's down under. So when I've come to the end of that single whip, then there's this pull here. Right? It happens very quickly, obviously, but it's here, step, step, and runk. And then you drop, and runk. And then you go on. Okay, I'm not going to keep doing that one. We've done the big jump around. And immediately splits out. We have this, we have this, we have this, we have this, we have this. Yes, and here's another part. You're here, and this is one of those refinements that's going to make the next few moves work better. You're at the white crane, and you do the pumping leg action thing. Just to clarify, it's the right leg, right arm, left leg, left arm, step, and do oblique. But instead of stepping to the side mostly and slightly forward, what's demonstrated by the master is stepping to the side slightly and forward mostly. Huh? Okay. This is what I mean. You're in white crane. You come up. You switch. Step forward more for your oblique. And then, when you roll these guys in to do the next move, you're right there. Then you just pivot that foot out, take that step, and this is going to feel more like something. Whereas before, you might have been doing it going, I can't feel the thing. Well, it had to do with the setup coming before it. Yeah, you want to do it again, don't you? Okay, let's do it again. So from the white crane, that's a good starting point. We're here, and we come up, and we switch, and we let it come forward instead, and oblique from there. Then you drop down, and open, you're already there. Pivot, step and close, open. Don't pivot the left foot this time, it just circles around, then it pivots, then it keeps circling to bring you in center. I'll let you rewind that one to review it over and over. let's move forward. So we're here, come up, boom, 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 boom. That's all easy stuff. Okay. Okay, and then another one, when we come up to, yeah, let's keep going in order so we know where we are. Okay, get to that Buddha stance with me. Okay, now it's together. Up, down, drop. Turn and wipe your brow. Sink, turn, twist, back of the fist, front, hold. This part we're not reviewing. This part we're not reviewing. Pull in and elbow. Step behind and jump. Okay, this is the part we're reviewing. So, upon further analysis, we bring the hands out, we stomp down here, step out to the side, and when we jump, the focus is on the right back fist. The left hand just pulls back a little bit. So it's this. It doesn't need to be with both. I know it feels good, but it's just the one. Okay? When you do it, you're going to go, oh, yeah. You can feel the snap to it with the fa jing. So, we come to, yeah, let's just go from there and we go, oh, actually, let's take it back a second. Elbow. Okay, so let's do that descending elbow here. I'm going to wait for you for a second. Your back's to me, look over your shoulder. There you go. And step behind and jump. Now, bring the hands back, bring the foot up, and step, or stomp and step, and then now just the back fist. And then your feet have now become a little closer together because of the jump. You have to drop them apart and circle outward. And then punch. Then we do the jump. And walk through face still, boom. Review move. Review move. Step behind. And boom. Turn, stomp. Step behind. Step behind. And stay there for a second. You can scoot up, stay in the frame. And then this next step was the one someone asked about. Okay? So I'm going to scoot a bit here just to pick it up. You can stay where you are. I want to just catch up to where you are. I've just turned around. Now step behind once. Step behind twice. And there goes that left foot out. Now, the hands are going to circle clockwise from your perspective when you're looking at your own hands, like you're going to do the lazy about tying your rope. When the right hand comes past the right knee, turn the body and bring that right foot up with it. Then touch your wrist. Keep turning and flip that right hand over and out, right, out, left, center, settle. Okay, since you requested it, we'll do it again. Okay? So, moving here a little bit to do the two cross behinds. I just jumped, and now I have one cloud hand step behind, two cloud hand step behind. Take that last step, but don't step behind again. Reverse the flow. Left hand, right hand with right leg. Right hand meets the left arm or left wrist. Flip it over. Flip over the right hand, that is. Keep the left hand the same. Wave out with the right. Immediately wave out with your left. And that'll create a kind of like a coin finishing its wobble to the ground. Okay? One more time, and then I do have some bonus correction for the following section as well. All right. So, picking it up from that cross behind, and then second cross behind. Now you've stepped, reverse it out, left hand, right hand, touch, right hand, left hand, self. Okay? And to continue from here, to continue, right hand out, right toe in, right hand by the ear, left foot to right, step back vigorously. Now, keep the shoulders turned towards me, from what you can see, or towards the front here. Move the hands, like do the same. Last time we exaggerated it. We went like this, and then we went forward. Okay? You want to have that same dynamic in your body, but stay facing that way.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
Oh, I will help that out. Should I speak louder? The same. We're going to do the same move internally, but we're going to let the turn create our strike, as opposed to our step being the only thing that gives us power there. So we're going to be turning. We're going to do the same kind of thing as if we turned back, but we'll keep it smaller so that when we step and strike, we have a step and a turn, and it's going to be more powerful, and you'll feel it. Okay, hang in there with me. Ready? So we have come back. Wait, let's get to that last move. Oh yeah, we're here, and then we're going here. Yeah, we need to work on that if you haven't learned it before. Here, it's vigorous. And then get that little twist going internally here, and then come back, little twist going here, come back, little twist here. So us doing the long one again last time, us turning here and coming forward was the classical way of learning how to do Tai Chi. Take a move, make it big, and then internalize it, make it small. Okay, so you said, well, last video, and I just did the last video, you were really all about that. Now you can tighten it up and feel the Fa Jing in there. And that's the nice thing about it. When you make the change, you're going to be like, oh yeah, that's totally, that feels so much better. Okay, one more time, and then one more little correction in there. All right? So, yeah, we did the things here. You come out, and in, pull back, and strike, and open, and open. Now, we're doing the same arms to get to the next part, which is the kick. Remember, when I say same arms, I mean the same arms as lazy about tying your rope. You're reversing out the motion. Hold on, I think maybe the right hand actually goes down. Let me think about it for a second. You're here, and, oh yeah, it does, but the right hand stops right away. So the left hand's the one that comes around, okay? The right hand just gets to drop. It doesn't have to make a big extra circle. It feels cool to make a big extra circle, but it doesn't do that. So you're here, boom. So you're reversing, the left hand goes to the left to come around and have an X here. Okay, one more time. And you've done the last one of these, boom. You're turning to the right, pivoting on the right heel, dropping the left hand down, circling it around to join the right. Then you kick, boom. And this we worked on a lot last time, but it's a step super hard and powerful. Boom, boom. And we worked on this a lot in one of the other videos. Boom, on the live streaming. And then we'll go ahead and finish it off. You're going to drop it down. Sink. Wrap cracker 1. Jump. These are actually done fast. Wrap cracker 2. Wrap cracker 3. Cross and pivot backwards. Wrap cracker 4. Wrap cracker 5. Wrap cracker 6. All right, good job. Whoa, man, we really did a lot of the class time with that. So should we switch to fan, or should we go ahead and do that whole form one more time? Oh, I hear you, Miss Elmore. We'll switch to fan. All right. Go ahead and grab your fan. So, yeah, take a break. Grab a drink of water. I'm going to chat for a second while everyone gets some water, including you. So you can walk away for a second. We're not starting right away. But since this is a live stream, on YouTube, if you're live streaming, you can actually pause it and rewind it, and it will still play forward. And even though you'll be watching what happened 5 minutes ago, or 10 minutes ago, or a half hour ago. So if you're like, whoa, 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 I need to do that 3 more times, you can do it 3 more times. Just pause and rewind it a little bit. And that's not the case for the Nest cams, but we're working on it. You ready? Oh, my point of that is, when we're done, you want to keep practicing a little bit longer. You can just, oh, you know what, the YouTube might not be live right away after it's ended. Oh, no, it will be, because it's continuing all night. I was just going to say, you can go back and follow along with the form from the beginning, the 2 or 3 times we did it at the beginning of class. All right, so let's go on to the fan. Oh, same deal. Let's do the very end part first, just as review. And honestly, this is for me, because I'm like, how does it end again? But I think I'll probably remember if I just start doing it. So here we are. We did the thing where we went like that. But don't tilt your head. I'm just being goofy. So you go like that, and you pick up your foot, and you circle, and you open up. Boom! And you kick. Boom! And flip. Make sure you grab the end. Cross step. Circle the hand down. Shoot through. You pull it down onto your right side, and boom! And then reach back and spin around so the hands are behind you, so that when you take your 2 steps, boom, it all makes sense. Whether or not you need to grab the top, you can grab it, bring the foot in, and elbow. Then stretch down, circle the hands, bring the foot in, and kick. Weight in the air, stomp at a 45, pop the fan up and retouch it. And take the fist and take it straight down as you step out and circle the hand back. Then come up with the fist. And then circle the left hand. Bring the right hand with the fan to the left side of your head and circle up and stomp. Flick it closed. Reach over and swap it off. And jump. Oh, we did it. And then sneak it in. All right, that was a little confusing, right? We just learned that last time, so that last part. So let me see if I can reorient it so you can see it. Let's see how I can do that. Oh, I think it'd be too confusing because I want to go back from the kick. So try everything one time again from the kick, and then we'll run it from the top. Okay? So we're here. A little closer. Pick up the foot. And up. Kick. And flip. And cross. Drop. Shoot through. Close on the right. And around. Reach back. Spin around. Step, step. Hit. Pauses, kicks vigorously, weights in the air, stomps, flips up, drops, comes forward with the fist, bring it up to the left and up to the right, and stomp. Flick it closed, pass it off, jump. Keep it there, bring it in, palm, right palm up. And bring the left fist down by your left hip. Circle this one back. And so when you end, it's okay. And I don't remember the toe flexes down here or points. I'd have to look it up. Not a huge detail. Okay? Whew. One more time on that. Okay. I'm trying to get a little closer to the camera because I noticed that the form moves away from the camera. So, here we are, flicked, pick it up. yeah, fist first, then the hand. All right, that's better. Yeah. Oh. The nice thing about fan form is when you get hot and sweaty. Cool. All right, so let's go from the top, see what happens. Okay. Here we are. Did you do it? Did I miss something? Maybe. Okay, practice it 10 times. I'll be right back. Okay, that's not how live streaming works. I get it. I'm going to get a sip of water and I'll lead you through it again. If you need a sip, get a sip. All right. It's a really fun form. I have to warn you though, I have found another cool routine, which is what we'll do next year. Double-edged sword, Chen style. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. It is not like the double saber. And I'm not sure if that's a good thing. You ready? Okay. Let's do it again. Yeah, I'm thinking like 2 more times. Yeah, and then we'll call it. Oh, I forgot to do it here. Yeah. I just didn't hear y'all's runks. Did you run? I was just so loud I couldn't hear it. Y'all's. Miss Burns, you still with us? Oh, I know this one's super hard if you're just learning it by following along. Left, right, left, right. Step behind once, step behind twice. Cat stance. Oop, don't get caught in your own sleeve. Kick. Stop. What the hell? Yeah. Twist. It comes in like this. You're down low. Fist, hand, left side of the head, then twist on the way up, stomp, flick, to close it and switch, open it, palm up, grab the other end, close it, whip it up. I have a tendency to chamber, but it's not, it's all the way down, Chen style, like a flash to the back. Okay? Whew. Absorb what's useful, disregard the rest. Let's do it one last time to close it. So, full speed and power. Just kidding. It might be easier, actually. Step. Begin. to the left, double hit, circle back. Good job, good job. Hopefully you're a little bit out of breath and that you enjoyed this class. We'll see you next week, or you'll see me next week. Please send your comments. Let me know what we could do better, what angles and stuff, what part you want to work on. Because otherwise, we're going to move forward and learn new moves. All right? We honor the masters who came before us and seek to follow their examples.
Bow to Grandmaster Instructor.
Okay, bow to each other. This class is officially over. Good job, you guys.